I'm Zach. Hunting, fishing, outdoor adventure and exploration, they run in my blood. I am deeply driven.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Deeply Driven Outdoors. Today we are about to embark on a trip that I wanted to do last year. Got canceled because of COVID regulations. It's a turkey and trout trip to Iowa's Driftless region. If you're not familiar with the Driftless region, it is quite a bit different than the rest of the topography in Iowa. It was missed by any glacial flattening thousands of years ago. So it's a lot more hilly, a lot more terrain up there. It's not this kind of flat ag land that you're used to seeing around here. There's cold, clear trout streams up there. It's supposed to be pretty good turkey hunting, plenty of public land. Upper Mississippi River Wildlife Refuge is up there, humongous Upper Mississippi area. So I got the new boat, which I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. You should. If you don't, just at Deeply Driven Outdoors. I was posting about this boat on Instagram when I got it over the winter time. I've not been able to use it yet, but I do have the new boat with me here, so that might be getting used here on this trip. We'll see. Got a lot of stuff I want to do up there, so I'm not sure if we can put it on the Mississippi or not, but I would sure like to if I can. Anyway, I'm going to finish getting packed up and try and get on the road here so we can get up there at a decent time. We had about 4 hours of driving, plus a little bit of stop time, and we are up in the Driftless. We just got here. We're staying at Upper Iowa Resort and Rental, I think is what it's called. So we're right on the riverbank. Like, I'm standing in the campsite, setting up the tent. You can kind of see the tent on the ground there. And there's the river. So this river is supposed to have walleye and smallmouth in it, so I brought some tackle for that. This is the Upper Iowa River. And then there's supposed to be some trout streams around, a lot of public hunting. And then we're like a little over 20 minutes from a boat ramp on the Mississippi. So I brought my boat along. Camp's getting set up. This is going to be us for the next 8 days, right on the river. This is my boat, my new to me boat. When I bought it, I did ask a couple of questions about the scratch on the side, but then I figured, I'm going to take this thing and go ram it into banks for catfish, so whatever, It's a 1760 low roughneck side console with a 60 horse Merc. That was new in 2017, so that's kind of the crown jewel of the rig. The hull itself is like a 2002. I think it's seen a little better days, but still very functional. Interior side lights on here. If I get this thing on the water, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use it this weekend. If I get it on the water, I'll show you guys. As you can tell, if nothing else, we used it for kayak storage trailer, and it worked just fine. I've got 3 kayaks loaded up in here. So myself and Calvin are going to see about maybe locating a turkey tonight, but we might be getting distracted by trout fishing for a minute at least. That's the thing about turkey hunting in trout country is you go to look for the turkeys and you just start fishing. But we're just going to wet a line for just a quick minute, I think, and then keep moseying on. I just caught my first brook trout. This is a catch and release stream, or segment of the stream only, artificial lures only, both of which we're doing. But there's a really nice sized trout down there. It just came and gave Calvin's lure a look. That looks like a pretty good run right there. This is all pretty calm water leading up to those rapids. So there's fish in here for sure. We've seen them. The baby eagle in that nest. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And there's mama eagle, I'm guessing. Another, I think this is a brook. They're all catch and release, but I think that's a brook. I'm gonna hurry up and get back in the water. I should have brought my action cam. That is fish number 3 for the evening. But back into the water he's gonna go. We've not really located a turkey because I've been getting distracted with fishing. But he's going back there. Morning number 1. Breakfast on the campfire. So, We didn't hunt the early morning for turkey. We decided to get breakfast in us and stuff like that. We just hadn't had all of our hunting stuff like unpacked and ready. So we are hunting kind of the 9 o'clock to 11-ish, noonish time frame, doing a little bit more looking around and scouting and stuff. So yeah, but one factor about hunting here is the hills, which is why Brody does not like it, because I'm getting used to the hills for hunting in Colorado in October when I go elk hunting. And I just informed Calvin that we're going to scale a pretty good hill, and then he laughed, and then I didn't laugh because we're going to go scale that hill. I'm not sure how far this trail goes, but we're hoping it goes all the way to the top. There's definitely some hillage here, but there's supposed to be fields up at the top. But if I was a turkey, I'd strut there. Well, this is the field I was aiming to get to. We came from a long ways down. I think we got
1,000 feet?
Well, we're at 1,000 right now, but we started at 700, so 300 feet elevation. Well, I just brought the GoPro instead of my main cam for some reason. I'm standing up on top of this hill. Pretty darn good view around, that's for sure. Since I not hunted this area, doing some scouting, doing some looking around. We also want to do a fair amount of trout fishing, so we're gonna look here, see what we can see. Maybe look another spot or two, then probably do some fishing. Well, on our way back to the truck, got a little bit of a descent to cover here, if we can find the trail again ever. I wonder if it's up there.
No, because I remember it being over here.
Well, it's not on the other. We're just gonna go down to the ravine at this point. Yeah, we didn't come out at the same place.
Well, we didn't go back up a hill, because that's a hill over there, because it would be down here.
Let's just bust out the good old maps, huh?
Because it's right on the edge, isn't it?
Bam. So people out west would laugh at calling this high country, but for Iowa, this is high country. We're on pretty much a rock outcropping right here, a bluff. I mean, you can tell. It's like probably 100-foot straight drop below to certain death. And then there's my truck. I don't even think you can see it on this camera. Way down there, the road. Well, we can't find the trail again, but we'll figure it out. We're not gonna die up here. We're not gonna like find our skeletons in 10 years. We can't find the trail again. And I didn't use the tracking feature on Onyx when we got off the trail. So it's like, oh, it's right there. We know the right cardinal direction to go. I mean, if we go downhill, we're gonna run into the road. We're so far off the trail right now. We keep trying to find it. We know the vicinity that it's in, but now we're just gonna like be side hilling some pretty gnarly stuff until we run back into the trail. Calvin said he thinks he sees the trail down there. There's a rocky outcropping up here, just through those trees, this right here, that we were pretty much standing on top of that not long ago. So that's a pretty good elevation for Iowa. Definitely some hills around. We're going back to camp right now. I don't know if I mentioned. So we're camping with Nicole's family, her mom and dad, and aunt and uncle. I think her dad and her uncle were wanting to do some trout fishing. There's a lot of trout streams around. Trout streams are pretty much situated on public hunting ground. So we're going to stay in camo. We're going to keep our turkey hunt stuff with us, but we're also going to see if we can get some trout. I made a promise to myself I'm not just going to get tunnel vision. Oh, my words are good today. Not going to get tunnel vision about just turkey hunting up here. I want to do a variety of things. So we're going to try and do a little bit of trout fishing, and if a turkey gobbles nearby, we won't be unprepared. These fish are acting like they're freaked out.
Do you see them?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bundle of them right here.
Why not? I just didn't know if you could see them with your normal glasses or...
And these are somewhat polarized or something, I think. I'm gonna go down to this next run here. I bet there's a whopper in here. We just can't see him. Plus my fishing pack's back at camp, so I'm gonna do that.
Maybe we can go to the ones that we can catch them and keep them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. How are you?
That's fine with me, yeah.
You getting hit at all? Nothing?
So I want to swim upstream rather quickly.
Yeah. I think for our efforts, yeah, getting something put on a stringer wouldn't be the end of the world. You have the map with you?
Mm-hmm. It's in the truck.
I don't know which one.
About 3 more stops up is Keep.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know where that started on this creek.
So the first 3 are catch and release, artificial baits only.
Yeah.
And then it's catch and keep.
Okay.
You go back up the car, then we'll throw underneath that bridge and see if I get one.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then I see we're gonna go back to camp, I think, and just change real quick and get a fishing pack. And Chris and Kelly have showed up. You might notice them from my last turkey video. Calvin's getting back in the truck. They have showed up. They got the camp set up and everything, and we're gonna go see if we can catch another trout. So we're gonna go do that right now. I can see him like running at it. Oh, fish on. Oh, fish off. He flopped off on the bank. I don't count it. This is definitely one of the more peaceful creeks I've been on. And they're all pretty peaceful. But this is a nice one. It's pretty stellar that this is actually Iowa. Looks nothing like the rest of Iowa. Today's been kind of just a day of exploration, really. Caught 1 trout earlier. Kind of half-heartedly tried turkey hunting. Going to different places, getting a little more in depth than the last time I was up here, but there's just so much ground to cover, which is a good problem to have. Trying out a few different trout streams, just kind of seeing what's close by, and checking out some different public hunting and stuff like that. So, pretty rad, pretty rad. I think we're gonna set up our tackle a little bit better for trout after a stop at Cabela's store. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow, but yeah, we're gonna keep trying for trout until probably dusk or dark. Got him. Woo! Heck yeah, bud. Nice. Oh. Dude. Heck yeah. That's not the same one. Look at the colors on him. He's tiny, but we've concluded that Calvin's rod is too heavy. It's a medium action with probably 8 or 10 pound line. The line is also blaze orange, and he was wondering why he hadn't had a bite, and I'm guessing that could be a reason. He's using the same lure, and I've just caught 3 fish in short order tonight, and 3 yesterday with plenty of bites, and Calvin has not been bit. The last couple things that have hit my line have been the biggest ones of the trip. Hit it again. Well, that creek was pretty good. We will be going back there. Trout around here, relatively small. And then I probably lost what would have been the biggest trout I've ever caught. It looked like a nice brown. Got him on the jump. I might have gotten video of that on the action cam, I'm not sure. And then I also had another really good bite. And it seemed like the further we walked back in there were more big fish, which tends to be the case in a lot of places. So hopefully we can get into some more fish there. We are going to go back to camp and then more adventures tomorrow.